Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This is going to be for The Walking Dead, Episode 5, Season 5, which is titled Self-Help. Before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. For those who want to check out the episode and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and then come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Where did my water go? Give me a second. Gotta have water. Okay, so yeah, that was a little bit over 10 seconds. Sorry for the distraction, whatever. Okay, so on to the review. For those who have yet to actually watch the episode and haven't already left the video, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, in this episode, you follow all of Abraham's group, which includes Abraham, Rosita, Eugene, Tara, Glenn, and Maggie. And yeah, basically in this episode, they're trying to get Eugene to Washington, D.C. You see their complications throughout the episode, with the horde of zombies halfway through, the bus breaking down and crashing. And yeah, and also within the story, you see flashbacks of Abraham and how he met Eugene, and also Abraham's backstory. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you get some pretty shocking reveals at the end of the episode, which were done very well. And I kind of already knew what the reveal was, considering that I read the comics, but it was still done very well done way. So yeah. So yeah. So spoilers, major freaking spoilers. We haven't seen the episode already. But the reveal is that Eugene is not a scientist. He never was a scientist, and he likely will never be a scientist. He has no way of curing the disease has no way of curing the Walker disease, the pandemic, or whatever. He knows nothing. The only reason he's going to DC is because to get protection, thinking that DC is the most fortified place in the at all, if at all, at this point. So yeah, that's basically the biggest reveal we've had. I think this is the biggest reveal we've had since Rick said that they're all infected back in season 2. So that's probably the biggest reveal. Goddamn, was this such a great episode. Where do I start? Okay, the writing and the acting are usually they're good. I mean, there's this one scene though with Abraham that was just weird because he was like laughing and cracking up, and I don't know if it's just the way that Michael Cutlitz, who is the actor, I don't know if it's just weird that the way he did it, but that was just a weird scene of watching, of looking at Abraham and laughing and whatever, having fun. So yeah, but aside from that, this whole episode was just great on the writing and acting scale, if you know what I mean. You did have some pretty funny parts with Eugene, talking about his mullet and self-help, which is a part in the library where like minor spoilers, you see Abraham and Rosita and they're having sex, and Eugene is like spying on them, and Rosita says like he's watching again, and then he's like he's in the self-help section, and Abraham just starts cracking up, and then the fact that he's watching again, I'm like, the fuck. So first off, this isn't the first time Abraham and Rosita had sex, and also, yeah, this also isn't the first time he's caught them in the act. And then Abraham turns around and Tara sees him there, and he's like, I like the form of a woman's body or something like that. It's just like weird. So yeah, Abraham's had some pretty funny lines throughout this whole episode, and also to top it off, right after Eugene leaves that scene, Tara like goes on just takes a peek at Rosita because she's lesbian, so she takes a peek at Rosita. So yeah, that was a pretty fun scene. Also towards the end of the episode, you have Eugene who after he says that he's not a scientist and whatever, he looks at Abraham straight in the eye and says, "I'm smarter than you," and then Abraham just goes to town on Eugene, knocks him the fuck out. This is pretty funny. I mean, Eugene was like hilarious throughout this whole episode. So yeah, now aside from Eugene, You also had these flashbacks of Abraham's backstory and his purpose thus far in life in the post-apocalyptic world. His family died. I mean, this is a backstory we've known from the comics, but we've never actually seen it. So it's pretty cool to see you'll see it in action in the show. He basically what happened is that he was with a group. He went out on a run, and the group raped his kids and wife. He beat all of them to death, and they got the rest of his family got scared. They ran away, and then sometime in the course of I want to say about 12 hours they were killed, eaten by walkers. And at the end, Abraham finds them, and he's about to commit suicide. And then Eugene, again, flashback. Eugene comes almost being eaten away by 3 zombies. He says that I think they're getting faster, and then Abraham just goes to town, just stabs them all, in the face and whatever. And he says, and that's basically the reveal that I've got an important mission. Again, I've got an important mission. Obviously, he's bullshitting, knowing that if he could find someone strong enough to protect him, he could survive this apocalypse, maybe. So that, Abraham's a pretty, not Abraham, Eugene's a pretty smart guy, convincing this amount of people and more, because he threw out like 10 names. He said like Pam, Deacon, Johansson, Josiah, or something like that. He said like 50, like close to 10 names of people who helped him get this far. And Rosita was like pissed at him. Everybody's like pissed at him. Who knows what's gonna happen to him? They're probably gonna isolate him. They're probably not gonna kick him out of the group, but I'm pretty sure they will isolate him for a while. Nobody's gonna talk to him except for maybe Tara, because they have like that brother-sister bond at this point. But I'm pretty sure she's gonna be pissed at him too. So, and then just to make it worse, he also throws in Bob's name. So yeah, Bob died for him in a sense. So yeah, I mean, overall, it was a pretty funny episode. When it comes to Eugene, also you had some pretty shocking reveals. I mean, overall, it's just pretty done very well. Also, you have some pretty great kills from Eugene, zombie kills, which is unexpected when you think about him. But see, they were by this fire truck, right? And Eugene gets on top of the fire truck, and as everybody's killing the zombies right by the fire truck, he just grabs the hose and just starts annihilating all the zombies with the hose, just like blasting them away with water. So this was I don't want to say this was a Eugene centered episode, like a heavy concentration on Eugene, but some of the best scenes came out with Eugene. I mean, I want to say this was more of an origin story for Abraham's group, because we also did have some development with Rosita, Eugene, and also again with Eugene, Abraham, and Rosita. You did have some development on them. Again, also with Tara, a bit more development on her. So yeah, I mean, overall, pretty good episode. Pretty funny in a sense, which is also something we don't see every day in The Walking Dead. Something funny. But this is maybe one of the more comedic episodes, like serious and comedic at the same time. So yeah, but I think at this point, just anything Eugene does is just hilarious. Also, why do you keep the mullet? Because I like it. Yeah, I like the mullet. It's just funny as all hell. Glenn asked him that. So yeah. I mean, overall, it's a pretty great episode. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. I mean, any negatives? Not really. Yeah, I mean, just maybe that one scene with Abraham where he's like cracking up or something, like laughing, just was kind of weird. But aside from that, it was a pretty great episode. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's a pretty great episode. And yeah, so yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. So definitely do stay tuned for that. Besides that, comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What are your thoughts on it? Comment on that down below. Let me know. Besides that, like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. That's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.